I ain't playing with your ass. Don't call up and play with me. I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch. Your thoughts ain't my thoughts. Cut that bitch off.
Got that potent, stinking, smoking, drinking Hennessy. It got me thinking, bitch, shut up. You hear me speaking. Couple shots and now we tweaking. Get you right before the weekend, bitch. Don't keep the people geeking. Different topics, yeah. We got the info, knowledge. We gon' drop it. Factuals, pop a bottle open, have a glass or two. Factuals, speaking my mind. That's what the yak could do. Factuals, yeah, the conversation can get sexual. We kick the facts to you. That's what them niggas scared to do. We ain't come in the front. You can tell by the chat. This for the white and the black. We off the yakety yak, pouring shots in my cup. We gon' throw a few back. We ain't come here to stunt. We came for yakety yak, bitch. This that yakety yak shit, yeah. This that yakety yak shit. Bitch on, he got that yakety yak shit, yeah. We came to yakety yak, bitch.
Yeah, what up, what up, what up? What it is, you know what we do. Getting right, bringing getting right, speaking with that infotainment. The hashtag factuals. Me, your host, this young man. Do that. Nah, I'm just
stumbling. About to start throwing tomatoes at you.
Yeah, I'm just stumbling with it.
You gotta get your hashtag factual intro in.
Haha, this was jokes. I was fooling y'all. But nah, what it is, what you know what we do. Getting right, bringing you the infotainment, hitting you with that hashtag factuals and them truths. With me, your host, Vision, the man and the meaning. Got my co-host, B. De Niro in the building.
What it is, DiBiase, father of Ted. Get your weight up, get your cake up. Let's go, let's get money.
Got me in here stumbling.
To my man.
Yo, I'm bringing it back, man.
I know what to call him that.
This Mississippi Hefe, aka the Targaryen, because I spit that fire. Hefe, because I'm a boss Mississippi, because you bitches know how to spell a pimp. I promise you, I'm the slickest talking nigga since Ric Flair, the smoothest nigga since Billy D, and you ain't never met a gangster like me. My new shit.
Hey, gonna follow that Dominus.
Man, you know how I do, man. What's cracking?
D is the perfect nigga to come right after that shit. Fuck all the bullshit.
Marcy in the building, what up?
What's goody?
Alright. DJ Young, really though.
What's up?
Alright. What's going on, everybody? We got a nice lineup for y'all. We got a little bit of everything how we do. Yo D, what up, what up? G Money, what up, Greg? That's all. Let's get into. Oh, actually, my bad. I can't even forget that we got to introduce the guest of honor.
Why you got that motherfucking dress then?
Zibati.
1738.
Get your non-paying sponsors.
Oh man, non-paying sponsors are getting dissed because they ain't fucking paying, man.
Hurry up,
Get your cake up, get your weight up, man.
hurry up.
You know what I'm saying?
Our new non-paying sponsor, King Fronto. Y'all know what it is. We in DC. Hashtag, what's it? 171. Hashtag 171 compliant. That's what they say on these parts. I don't know what's going on.
So the new non-pan sponsors, Heineken, Cognacs. Shout out to Twin Star always.
Twin Star, what's cracking, man?
What's going on, man?
Ain't nothing. Trying to get some studio love. Yo, listen, man, my man Twin Star got the studio. He don't let everybody in his crib, but if y'all niggas got some hot lyrics, we ain't doing no whack shit. Y'all got some hot lyrics. Y'all need an engineer. Y'all need to holler at this man.
Thank you.
And help them get and do something with yourself. A lot of motherfuckers still doing their tracks in their bathroom studio. Get your life together.
Yeah, listen, if your verses are whack, don't go over his crib and try to record.
No. If your verses are whack, it's cool because you gotta cut a check.
Oh yeah.
You gotta cut a check.
Secure the bag.
And he said, yo, listen, man, he's an engineer. You know what I'm saying? He's a producer. He's not Simon. He's not here to judge your talent level. He's here to help you.
That's my job.
He's here to help you get your shit popping. So if you think you can get your shit popping, go ahead and get with my man. You know what I'm saying? Come get that good studio time. Get your shit right. And make something of yourself.
Studio's on point.
So, Marsh, feel free to plug all your endeavors.
Oh yeah, my bad, son.
Yeah, Derek Novell Photography.
Soulmates_apparel, Instagram. They call me the poster boy for it. I'm staying the gear all the time. So holla at us.
No doubt.
Good shit. Well, we rocking with B. De Niro.
We fucking with Foist.
We rocking with the hottest thing in the streets right now. Wakanda forever! You know what I'm saying? Give up to the Black Panther, T'Challa, all my peoples. You know what I mean? Get your vibranium, get your cake up, you know what I'm saying? But really though, on the real, you know, everybody's buzzing about Black Panther. There's a lot of controversy, there's a lot of praise, you know. Would you consider this to be a movement? Let's speak on it.
I don't know if I would use the word movement. You know what I'm saying? Movement kind of incorporates a lot to me. I think this is an historical moment. You know what I'm saying? Not a movement, it's an historical moment. And it's an historical moment. I don't necessarily know, and I know this might not be a popular thing to say. I don't necessarily know for sure. At the end of the day, it's a movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's a movie. It's not the first black action hero. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like the machine, when I say the machine, talking about Marvel, has kind of fed the hype and got us believing that this is a movie. At the end of the day, the actors, you know what I'm saying, God bless their soul, they got a nice check for it.
Very nice.
But
Nice.
I like to tell all you people that watching this movie on the Fire Stick and watching this movie in the movie theaters does the same thing financially. The same thing immediately financially, because there can be some effects of this movie, just the box office being crazy, can be some effects for the actors. But financially, it doesn't immediately affect the actors.
Yeah.
They get nothing from these ticket sales.
Yeah, they get paid up front.
They get paid up front. You know what I'm saying? Their royalties will come when this shit is on TV and Netflix. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm happy that this movie came out. I'm happy about all the symbolism I hear about it. But outside of that, I wouldn't consider it a movement. It's an historical moment. And will it be an historical moment in 10 years? Will it be an historical moment in a year?
It could.
Will it be an historical moment when Black Panther 2 comes out?
It still will be.
It
I mean, that's kind of the same thing as when
off.
Obama got reelected. You know what I
The
mean?
first one still
It's still, you know, the first one stands the test of time because it was the first time it happened. So,
Yeah, that's a good
you
point.
know, I think it's kind of in the same vein as that. As far as will it still be a historical moment? You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, the first always gets remembered. You know, across all lines. So that alone is going to stamp itself. You know, so.
Shit, it could be a movement if black people start taking more stuff seriously like they did this damn movie.
Well,
Niggas need to start showing up to the PTA meetings like that.
Good point.
That's
Good point.
Definitely a good point.
You niggas are online waiting for shoes to drop.
right.
Yes.
You niggas is online waiting for movies. I will tell you personally, ain't a lot of you motherfuckers showing up to the PTA meetings or the town hall meetings like you should. And then you're asking why the school ain't got this, ain't got that. But you asking and you complaining about this shit from your house.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
or from the thumbs of your phone.
from Twitter.
Yeah.
So I do agree.
Put them damn dashikis on and go straight to the school. And
Exactly.
It's also
Exactly. You niggas went out and brought dashikis for a movie. And some of you niggas got kids with a 1.9 and ain't showed up to the school.
1.9.
It took a Marvel movie for
people to
forgive
recognize
my
Africa.
perspective on this, right? But y'all know I'm from there. But it took a Marvel movie to get everybody that should have been on Africa for quite a while to recognize what Africa is. And the thing about it is, it's a fictional movie at that. You got real history over there. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just my perspective on it.
they always say black people don't pay attention till the white man say it.
Exactly.
And that's what it is. It goes back to Marvel.
Yeah.
It goes back to what machine puts this movie on us.
And
This
that's-
machine was marketed and targeted for this response. That's why it came out in fucking Black History
and
Month.
then also,
You know what I'm saying? That's why it's an all-black cast coming out in Black History Month
well, it's not
and
all
90% black and taking place in Africa. You know what I'm
And then
saying?
at the same time, You know, and the reason why this question is, you know, is a relevant question because, like you said, everybody's coming out buying dashikis and like they showing pride for the movie before they even seen the movie, and they're justifying it. It's like, okay, the movie was great. The movie was a great movie, but what about all the other, you know, black movies that came out? Like, it's not just because it says Black Panther. The real Black Panther movie came out back in the 90s.
There's been a few of them, but
yeah, those theaters were empty. Nobody came out for those. And then it's like, maybe it's because of what's going on nowadays and who's in the office, but it's like...
That's the hype machine.
It's definitely the hype behind
marketing.
It was beautiful marketing.
It was. And plus the Lexus was in it, so I had to see that last part.
And that's why it's beautiful marketing, because they targeted us.
Mm-hmm.
It's made
For us.
for us.
It's made
You
for us
understand
and
what I'm
people who
saying?
fuck with Marvel.
For us, by us?
Marvel already had a built-in fan base.
They already got a fan base. You understand what I'm saying?
Let's go beyond just the fan base. Black Panther was a significant comic book when it did.
And when it did drop, it was.
And just like Comic-Con and anything else, let's go beyond Marvel. You have people who were just hyped off the fact that there was now a movie made off a successful comic book that didn't get the notoriety
That the other ones were.
Right.
There wasn't any comic books at that time who depicted us in a positive light.
Facts.
So we can play on the media's take on it. Individuals who my problem with individuals' views when it comes down to the movie itself, it's as if they're dismissing the significance of it. This is one of those moments when we as a people did come together to support something that showed us in a positive light. It's rare that you see a film with that type of budget that actually keeps us at the forefront.
Right.
It does not happen.
Because that budget
I'm
was
not
crazy.
Right.
What's the last one, Malcolm X?
This budget crushed Malcolm X.
Honestly, just about.
Yeah.
But even still, I don't want to bring X into it because that's a whole different spin.
I'm
We're
just
looking
talking
at
about a big budget movie
okay.
that was about us and that we flooded to go see.
All right. And for me, I'm not against people putting on your dashikis to go see the movie. Man, treat it like it's Comic-Con because guess what? People go to Comic-Cons and nobody says anything about them.
No, but it's true.
But I'm just saying, back to the significant piece. I have people who I saw post, and I try not to post on other people because I respect their view. But when your review just downplays how significant this moment is for us, I have a problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good movie. It wasn't great. Okay. My next question is, what's great to you? Because for me, I'm gonna tell you how I felt while I was in the movie theater. It's rare that I can go to the movies and not hear the side talking, the loud noises, the laughing hysterically. No respect for the person to the left, right, front, back of you. This movie, the parts that were good, people clapped. I watched the movie I went to the movie in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Just to see what you know what I'm saying? At the end of this movie, at the end of the movie, people applauded. You saw people
doing the movie too.
It's crazy because the movie itself, people probably never spoke to each other, coming out the movie theater talking to each other. It didn't matter if you were white, black, Indian, Asian, Hispanic. There was a dialogue held about a black movie walking out. There was no negativity. Yes, there have been reports of females fighting, dudes fighting, white people being ignorant because it was a situation out in Jersey where somebody yelled out nigga in the middle of the movie and everything just stopped. Come on, that makes absolutely no sense. It's not even that type of situation. But I will say, will this be significant 20 years from now? I'm gonna say yes, because it's gonna go. It's already documented in the history books. The numbers that the movie did, and money
And the soundtrack.
dollars, it's going to always be important down the line.
Yeah.
Because guess what? Now there's a bar set
Right.
with us that, guess what? Somebody else has to match. So you can't really talk movies right now without having us at the forefront. It's sort of crazy. So that's the reason why I'm a little bothered when somebody says it was good, it's not great. You're not paying attention.
Nah,
For me,
Well, at least you're not paying attention to the right thing.
that's just my take on it.
And it was a strong message in it. I'm gonna get to some of these comments real quick.
There's a lot of messages.
Yolong to
in that
711
one.
says,
Not just
to
one.
me it speaks loudly on pride and speaks on being not brainwashed. That's a good point. It does speak on not being brainwashed, and it speaks on pride. But that's what I took from it from a lot of people too. So I took from it that a lot of people were, proud that that we were being depicted in a positive light, and that's the other thing I got from it. So I got one thing from it, like everybody is like bonding that cheeks, but not like he said, not showing up to those PTA meetings. But then I took from it also that people are now showing pride in the heritage and things like that. So it's like a double-edged banger. But you have things still going on in the world that's more important than a movie. That still, let's see, once the movie, is 3 weeks in, let's see what people are doing, at that point. Because like, where do we take this from here? Like, do we leave it at the movie theaters?
Here's what I'll say, in my bad, but two things I took away from the movie and that I appreciated about the movie. I just got done talking about that we don't take the time to go visit our history. They did their homework and they brought that history to y'all. You understand what I'm saying?
The language,
I sat there,
the
the imagery, like when that plane's coming, like literally I can vision my plane coming down, going home, and that's how, so they did their homework in that aspect, and they brought y'all a lot of Africa in that movie.
And the major
The
part
accent came out right there, too.
The major part for me, the most significant part for me was that in the black family, we understand how important the woman is in the household.
Right.
Yes. And they protected him, and he cherished
The
him.
movie shows how
What
important
she is, yes.
the woman is
Yes,
in the family.
Yes.
absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? No matter what. To see a woman put themselves out there, our parents, our moms,
Pardon my phone.
our moms, for the most part, the moms who did what they were supposed to, they did it daily. It didn't matter if you were in the hood, your mother wasn't letting nothing happen to you that wasn't supposed to happen, that she didn't want to happen to you. From the different dialogues, the conversation,
The dialects.
it's lackluster now because families are more so caught up on being friends to children opposed to the leader like they're supposed to be. And I'm not saying it happens in every household. I'm just happy that this movie depicted that role of the black woman. Now I'm saying it's not white women, I'm not saying it's not Asian woman, but the black woman, how important she is to the family.
To the family structure.
People don't understand when somebody talks Big Mama.
Yeah.
We know what Big Mama is. We know what the grandmother is in the family. That is the matriarch. I'm just happy that this movie depicted that and gave other ethnicities a view into ours.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll say this. I'm probably the only one at this motherfucker who hasn't seen this shit.
Nah, I ain't seen it.
Yeah, I just work like a slave. I'm gonna get to see it. But what I will say, and this is following up on what Jay said, all I can say is, Warren Buffett once said some slick shit on the stockhouse floor. He said, yo, when the stock market was crashing, they was asking him thoughts, and he said, yo, listen, man, if they wanted to start like a new world order currency, it'd be damn. He said, because you only take the time of chaos to do what you can't do in peace. And how I look at this is, if nothing real comes from this, it's wasted momentum.
I agree.
And so to take it to where do you take it from now? Like there needs to be, and at the point this was so big and so national, there needs to be clusters of shit happening everywhere.
Right.
There needs to be clusters of people taking new initiatives to do like shit
But-
everywhere.
but now-
you know what I'm saying? Like For example, like I said, DCPS has this shit thing. I don't know what it is for sure. It says it's like the Male of Color Empowerment Brunch doing tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So I've been signed up, but I want to see how many brothers
Actually show up.
especially off the momentum of this movie. Like there should be so many brothers showing up at these two schools tomorrow.
But now,
You know what I'm saying?
remember what I said the other week, where when something great is on the cusp, there's always a smoke screen. Not taking nothing away from these shootings, but like I said, there's always
No, I believe that.
there's a smoke. But you figure, I'm happy you said that. But think about the marches that are coming up. It's about violence in the schools. So I'm not saying that there's nothing that's going to happen. I'm just saying that as much as great as this movie was, I do feel like right now we got an issue with these school shootings. So I'm not even against the fact that we have marches popping up the way that they're
Like
supposed
how many
to.
people, like I said, I'm going to be interested to see
No, I
how
can dig
many
it.
people show, how many brothers.
I can dig
Because this is just for black
Black
men to go and be with young black children.
But remember
You know what I'm saying?
what was a few months ago, it was a situation where they asked for the dads to come to the school. They only asked for like, I think it was like 50 dads. 500 black men showed up.
And I'm with
I
that.
heard about that.
And
That's what I'm saying.
tomorrow, if I'm one of 200-300 employees at this school, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm
Because
interested.
there's no
Let
reason for people not to come.
Yeah.
It's during work hours. You're going to get paid for it. It's something that nobody supervises unless you have an absolute mandate for that time span. It's going to be like, no,
Well, I'm
you can't
interested.
go.
That could be a talking point for next week. So we can bookmark that because I'm interested to see what the numbers are going to be on that.
I'm
too.
definitely,
Yeah, because there was a mass
definitely-
email. So there should be mass amount of men showing up
There
at
should
these
be.
two schools.
But what's next?
Let me read a few comments real quick. My man D-Lo to 7-Eleven. He was talking. He basically went into what we were saying, and then he was saying like talking about the shooters and everything that's happening by a white boy, and he was like, and he's a white boy blaming it on video games, things like that. And he was like, he said his son and his son knew that is the ex. Respect to that. Let's get into that new.
The next.
Alright, well, speaking of shootings, Chris Rock just dropped a new special on Netflix. And one of his topics was controversial, kind of brought up some controversy because he made a comment that he wants to live in a world full of equality where white kids are getting popped just as much as black kids.
I like that.
White
So,
people
I'm
don't
gonna
like
watch
that.
that
White
special
people do
now.
not like that.
Of course they don't like that.
What's the good
It's
famous
real.
phrase? Motherfucker, ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
There you go.
But now I gotta.
But hold on, but
I don't know.
I don't want nobody getting killed. How about that?
That's my position. However, what I do find, the media dictates a lot of stuff.
They do.
So who's to say it's not happening? Because every town has their issues, but when it comes down to us, I want to say that more people speak up because there are different groups involved that are watching to see when this stuff happens. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen in the white community. I'm not saying that Chris Rock doesn't have a valid point. However, only thing I'm going to say with something like that is do the research, because there's so much. Just like it's a lot of us that gets killed, gets attacked. I was watching a video the other day, white dude in a hotel, no gun. Yo, get down. Dude is down. They shot this white dude. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that it doesn't happen a lot. I'm not saying that not happening often, but I will say we don't know if it's just not hitting that main stage because it's so many. When it comes down to the white community, they want to keep it under wraps.
They do.
You see what I'm saying? That's the only reason I'm saying. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen. I'm just saying that. Think about it. The meth heads, coke users.
You don't see that. You don't see that in movies.
It gets swept under.
What I can say to that, and I'm glad you brought up the meth heads and all that, because this is actually documented. Motherfuckers with the same crime, getting arrested for the same crime, basically drug type crimes. Like a meth head, you know how many shots he gets before he really has to go do some real time.
I know.
Yeah.
And that is what is documented. You know what I'm saying? That people of color are penalized a lot harsher
Yeah. Yeah.
than people of non-color.
I agree.
So if we can say that this is happening inside the courthouse, then
Of course
I
it's
have to
worse.
say that this does have a trickle-down effect because it is all part of the law enforcement community. So this does, I would say, mentally, subconsciously, will have a trickle-down effect to police. You know what I'm saying? They know, yo, Bud over there, we lock him up every 3 months. He's home in 4 weeks. He's back at it again.
More money for
But
that.
Jerome, second time we locked him up, we didn't see Jerome for a year.
That's a fact, though.
You know what I'm saying? So I have to believe that this is systematic
Most definitely.
from the ground level to the top level, from the beat cop to the judge,
A fact.
the man who catches you and the man who puts you away.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So I do believe that it may, and like you said, a lot of their shit isn't exposed as much. And I think a lot of their things aren't exposed as much because a lot of their things aren't as flavored. You know what I'm saying? I believe that they're getting shot, but I think it's more along the lines when it's like
Numbers.
nothing else we could do. Because I've seen some videos of some white boys doing some shit that I know every one of us at the table would have been shot for.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And so I just believe, I know it's not, we'll never be able to get real hard numbers. You know what I'm saying? But I think if we take the numbers that correlate with those numbers in the same
Chris has a
spectrum.
point.
I'm with you. I wish I would live in a world where police do their
Yes.
job.
You know, so,
And you know what I'm saying? And no innocent or
Well, police do their job. It's just the problem is the amount that are corrupted or biased or just skewed from performing their job justly. That's the main
I read,
issue.
and I'm glad you said it because I read a post the other day. It said, it's never good cop, bad cop. It's bad cop, silent cop.
silent cop. And
Because
that's the
it's
same thing as
silent
bad
cop.
cop, bad cop.
Because if there was a good cop typically gets fired and then becomes the bad cop, or the good, you have the bad cop and the silent cop because the silent cop wants to keep their job. So
let me put this out there.
And
I'm not
talking
listen.
about the situation.
I have a lot of friends that are in law enforcement.
No.
They are great guys, and I'm not
I'll do
talking
you
about
no better.
them.
My whole family, and I'll put this out there, is law enforcement. My father's an old school cop. Nowadays, I have a problem with some of these new age cops because I know that they have a different mindset. Like when my pops was coming up, they had the Guardians. Guardians was very important. You wanna know why? Because my pops know, yeah, we all behind a blue wall, but you're a white cop and I'm a black cop. Nowadays, some of these fools, and I'll call them fools because I have a little cousin on the job, they believe that it's one color. They really believe that it's one fucking color. See, back in the days, some of these white cops that get away with doing shit in front of black cops would not get away with that in front of those black cops.
I know.
My pops done told me stories back in the days of black cops and him and white cops. Yo, we going downstairs, we taking off our guns, and we gonna shoot the family. You know what I'm saying? And that's what kept, my pops and them worked in Fort Greene projects, Cypress projects. He was a housing cop. He worked in the projects.
Right.
And there was still certain shit white cops knew, yo,
So-
if we do this, we got a problem with them too.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying?
Same
We got a
thing,
problem with
right.
them. At the same token, my papa would say, we all in this together. They in trouble, we in trouble. I'm in trouble, they in trouble. As far as when we out on these streets.
Absolutely.
But there are certain things, yeah, like my papa was like, it really upset him that there were minority cops there when they choked that boy out.
Yeah.
Because my pops was like, yeah, after we got a little straining shit, somebody was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It wouldn't have been a continuous,
if you watch
you know what I'm saying? And my pops told me so when they whipped them out. He gave me the shit that they used to quote out of the penal code why we whipped this nigga out. You know what I'm saying? My pops, they wasn't no good old boy. We ain't told but killing somebody, you know what I'm saying? Doing that crazy shit. My pops told me, Joe, we chased these boys all through the project. Nigga, I'm 30-something years old. If we catch you, my pops told me the story. He said he walked in there, him and his man 6'7". They walked in the project. Dude told them, I don't think y'all can get me out of here. My pop said, he might be right. Hicks and hers me back up. And when the backup came, hey, but everybody went home.
But now we gotta also take a look at that. A lot of people become cops for the wrong reasons. We have a lot of people on the force who are cops because they were chumps.
Yeah. My cousin.
You know what I'm saying? And sorry. I don't want to put them out, but and that's the sad part. Now you feel like you put on a little weight.
I have so many conversations right now with people online that
you want to become this cop. But guess what? You still a sucker.
Yeah. Always. And so listen, so I have so many conversations with people online about things like, and it's like now all of a sudden that they're grown and they're cops or they were in some type of armed services. Now they're the shit and not to be fucked with. It was like, damn, where was this person when you was getting your ass beat in school? Now I mean, it's like you wasn't this not to be fucked with persona, but that's a little off subject.
Here's the thing. I blame people like us. Nigga, at the end of the day, Marcy, you probably need to be a cop in our community.
I tried. They wouldn't hire me.
No, but I'm just saying. But you get what I'm saying.
Like
it takes a motherfucker.
And that's why I
regular nigga to relate.
Because we had the dialogue in shorties. Like we would chop it up. Like the cops would chop it up with us. Like, yo, fam, like you wildin'.
Yeah. Before my pop became a cop, he was in the streets. He had dropped out of school, got a GED, he got shot. Uncle. Yo, these niggas were so bad. By the time my youngest uncle was about to go to high school, the principal called him and said no. He is not, and they were going to Erasmus in Brooklyn. And if you know anything about Erasmus back in the days, my pops and them, they wasn't like square niggas. You know what I'm saying? And back then, I think a lot of motherfuckers, if they reached a certain age and they ain't had a record and shit, a good city job, boom. That's what they doing.
Because you had
my uncle told me
corrections, post office, cop.
And bus driver. My other uncle was a bus driver. So they were different. Like I said, I used to go to Guardians meetings with my pops. You know what I'm saying? My pops like nowadays, when motherfuckers used to call you for a favor, first thing you used to say is, yo, your dues up to date?
Straight up.
Your dues up to date. You know what I'm saying? Because if your dudes ain't up to date, we gotta get off the phone.
Straight up.
Yo, listen, my uncle told us a story back in the days. This is back in the LOD days. You know what I mean? When the they call the cops the biggest gang. You know what I mean? So it's like for a reason. The LOD days. If you know about the cops in New York, you know about the LOD back in the day. So he was like, at one point, he was like, they were bodybuilders. So a lot of the cops that was like on Rikers Island and stuff like, they were bodybuilders. So him, his man's like they was heavy into that. So he was all ripped up, walking around, whatever. And then he was like, yo, he had to pull somebody over, and the dude like was bigger than him. And he was like, yo, like the dude he wasn't. I guess he sized him up, and he figured he could take him. So he was like, I have 2 options or 3 options. He said I could fight him. He said I could take him down, or I could bring him in. So I was like, what you do? He said, I brought him in. I was like, what you do? He said, listen, at a certain point, he said, we got training, but he said, but I have a different training. Being that I have a different training. You know what I mean? So he said, yo, I pulled my gun, I busted in his ear. You know what I mean? He said he ain't gonna fight after that. You know what I mean? The shit was ringing. So like, if you ever, the shit is ringing. Busting his ear, the dude went down. You know what I mean? Elbow to the, you know the routine after that. It's cake. You know what I mean? Broke him down, brought him in. Motherfucker cursed him out in the back of the car and everything. But like he said, yo, that's how they got down. He was like, yo, but nowadays, it would have been like, yo, I could either bring him in or I could just take him out. And I'm gonna take him out. So it's like, yo, people don't have no type of.
Y'all think I'm playing, son?
Oh shit! Now nobody think you
My
playing.
pops in the precinct gym back in the day, son. Real talk, son. In the precinct gym back in the day, son. I ain't lying, son.
Like the blood right there.
Like when you said still out working out, son.
So now that's our time. But yeah, so back to the original thing. So like yo, Chris Rock, what he was getting at was he wasn't saying that he wants to generally see white kids being shot. But I mean, even though he would say, I want to see more white parents, more white mothers on TV crying about their kids. But what he was basically saying is, when it gets to a point like that, you know, then maybe something would take place. Then maybe a change would come about what's going on.
Or they just blame us more.
I don't know. I think he just realized, like, yo, I think people missed the underlying of what he was saying.
Of course,
No,
because it was said.
I want this to be equal.
I know, I get
You know what I'm
that.
saying? And I think he just made it like extreme, like really
It's Chris
think.
Rock.
Yeah,
It's
To push
comedy.
his point. Yeah.
like really think about it.
No,
You know what
I
I'm
get it,
saying?
but
Like,
just like they said, like let every black man go out and buy AR-15 right now. They're gonna ban
AR-15.
and they're gonna change the
They're
gun.
gonna change the gun law.
You see what I'm saying? So I get it, but the reality of it.
The reality, yeah. And then he
Yeah.
said, he said at the same time,
niggas should do that too. They
some
should
of the
organize some shit like
some
that.
of the problem also that he said is that
And already
the
been
pay of the cops, they don't get paid enough to do the job that they're supposed to do. He said so basically it's like
Nobody gets paid enough to put their life on the line.
yeah, of course, but at the same time it's like he said
Look at all our veterans.
it's like if you go to the dollar store. So you go to the dollar store, you get what you pay for, right? So he said basically that's what we're getting. We getting what we pay for.
We getting it with our police.
You can't say that because some of the
Getting it with
highest paid
our
police
teachers,
chairs.
education. Yeah.
It's about your tax dollars. But I'll say this. I have an ex who became a cop, and I have a family member younger than me who became a cop.
Popping JB.
10 years into the game for both of them.
Yo.
They both have desk jobs. My family member, when shit got hectic in the streets a couple of years ago, blew my pop's phone up. I gotta get out these streets. You gotta do something for me, Unc. I ain't signed up for this. My ex, God bless her soul, love you to death, baby.
Pay attention.
Oh, my ex got a desk job, and she popped a nigga on Bushwick Avenue. Got in a shootout. So it wasn't no unfair shit. She got in a shootout. Put that work in. I told my family member, I said, see,
Laid that body down.
I said, I probably should have married her. I said, because you fucking up our name within the NYPD. I said, I already fucked it up. But you fucking it up on a whole, I fucked it up being a knucklehead. You fucked it up being a pussy. And on that note,
So
Mr. De Niro.
It's time.
Hey, since you want to talk about old flings and things, why don't
Flings
you
and
talk
things you
kick your
talk about.
relationship topic for the week?
Bring
my
it out.
man?
Yeah, bring it. I'm gonna leave that.
Nah. Oh, shit. You already got a deep voice, nigga.
So here was the thing, and I got so far, I got a lot of different opinions. We're gonna get into it, and I just asked a simple question. You meet a chick, she cool. You dating a chick, about a month and a half. Now I ain't saying, listen to me now. All right, Mississippi told me. I ain't saying that your old bitches.
Speak up.
Your old friends. What I'm saying,
When did he quit using bitches?
what I'm saying is,
You heard bitches so many
many
times.
times, I know.
This shit, man.
I done went back to the Targaryen, spitting that fire. What I'm saying is, at what point do you stop bagging new chicks? Like, at one point do you just be like, you know what I'm saying, I'm a fucking...
Never, motherfucker!
Yo, hold up.
Who would ever think that the Targaryen wouldn't be such a savage?
Can't use a Targaryen, you said.
Man,
Yo,
fuck
hold
the
up.
niggas at OBH.
Hashtag fashion. Put these back them, son. Yo, man, this coming from a married man. Listen, man, you ain't married. Fuck, or you ain't engaged. Like, why? What do you mean? Because you've been with her for a month and you starting to feel it?
I ain't saying. Listen, I'm not saying you're gonna be faithful. But
I'm saying once you stop
at some
bagging,
point in time, you gotta stop meeting new chicks.
When? Why? Like if you're not married, son, it's not official. Like when you decide that it's becoming official, or both of y'all decide that it's becoming official, once you put that promise ring on there and you know what's going in that route, then I say then you start bagging them.
I can't say that.
Promise
I
ring.
love Monique's
for me.
I want to read that.
She said, Monique said, if you're not married, you single. Just be straight up.
And that's what it
comes down to.
That's Bible. That's textbook Bible. But if we really take a look at,
I just think people need to stop fronting.
if we take a look at,
oh wait, what? Nigga, I wish somebody would.
That's not on.
Put my shit in the chat. Nigga, someone put my real name in the chat.
yeah, they did.
Who put my real name in the chat?
IG.
Yo, tell them, stop playing, yo. Who put my real name in the chat? I'm about to go in, son.
You want to put your face on there?
We're deep. I'll say we're clearly deviating from the program.
Yo, bring your shit back.
My nigga, yo, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that, homie.
Mississippi,
so we don't get too far off the grid.
Keep it. Which I think
for me, it's like if you're at the point where you feel like this is the one, something. A matter of fact, let me look for clarity. Are we saying this is the one? This is the person that I'm going forward with? What exactly are we talking?
All right, so
no. He's the only one who put a time frame. He didn't put a time frame.
I just said you've been fucking with a chick for like a month and a half, right?
No, that's what I said.
Okay,
My bad.
We'll even put you to 2 months, right? You fucking with a chick. You still got your other bitch.
2 months, I ain't stopping shit.
So let's be honest. 2 months ain't nothing.
Ain't nothing.
I mean, so I can't say.
Seen him every day.
What I'm saying is, so fucking with this chick for like 2 months. Even if you want to say 3 months.
But we're not exclusive.
At what point? Before you get exclusive.
You're not.
And you still got your other chicks.
But this is the thing. But I think this is what you're missing.
You're not exclusive.
That's what I'm saying. Exclusivity is key. And if
but I'll never be exclusive.
But listen
if
to
I
me.
keep banging.
But that's a lie. Yo, let me tell you, that's not true.
Exclusive.
You know how many niggas I know that's exclusive?
And that's what I'm saying.
They're not exclusive.
Wait.
They took us in an exclusive relationship.
You was a bad
But
guy.
nigga ain't exclusive.
So Monique puts, and this is where I was going. When she says, when I knew my husband was it, I just knew and didn't have the desire for anyone or any.
And that's how you're gonna.
And that's how I felt about. And that's how I felt about my wife. Because when it was all said and done, I stopped everything because I knew. I said I'm good. So that's what I'm saying. And
at what point though? Like, was it in the dating stage? Was it in? When did you realize it? After you proposed?
No, this was not. I mean, after I proposed, you stupid? No, I'm
I'm just saying. So
it was probably a year and change.
Okay, cool.
Because we were getting it in for about a year and change.
And then you made a conscious decision.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. To stop everything and move forward with this one. That's what I'm saying.
So in that year and change,
City.
I know you had your old things going. How much were you really out there on your new things, looking for new things? Let's say after a year.
Swerving.
Let's say the last half a year.
And I was already swerving.
You might, and let me interject with this. You might not necessarily be actively looking for something new. But if something come our way, and I appreciate,
that's
what she's looking
that's what I'm saying. It's not
back it up. How is that different? How is that different?
It's different from being actively on the prowl and just something just
landing in your lap. That's not the question.
And at the same time, though, it's like, so
like everybody here is smooth enough to accidentally bag a bitch. You don't start the conversation to bag a bitch. But hey, shit go that way, you shoot your shit, next thing you know, you gotta shoot it. Yo, I fucked around.
Most of the time, it ain't even you shooting. They shoot.
No, I was on the motherfucking my ex-girl's like permanent buddy pass. I'm running late for a flight. The chick hold the door. I swear to God, son. It happened so fast.
by the time the plane was taking off, I was like, yo, this bitch can find out whose buddy pass I'm on. Like, but I didn't even really mean to bag her. It just happened. So I understand those, but I'm just talking about like when you actively on the prowl. Like,
But that's what I'm saying. I wasn't even actively on the prowl because I knew what I had. It was just whether or not we were going to make this thing happen. You see what I'm saying? So you get to that point, you get to that place, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're looking.
And it might not even necessarily come down to how long you've been rocking with this chick.
all right, let me take the time.
But you can have a chick on your roster that you've been talking to for a minute.
Yeah,
and you're not. She's still notches below other chicks.
Yeah, of course.
But you still on the prowl at the same time. So putting in that work.
And I didn't get married till 30 plus. So and Monique puts, and I had a nice dating. Hold on.
Read that one.
Let me see. I was like, shit. I'm not going on this extra fucking date. It wasn't fun anymore. And I had a nice dating life. I didn't get married till I was 30 because I was having fun. And that's the best thing. You want to make sure it's out your system. But that's to his point. That's my thing. Like, yo, what am I, 37? I got married at 30. What was it, 2014?
I got married at 30.
I can't count, 33. I got married at 33. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, I was good at that point. Yeah. But that's the thing. You know when you're good, but you have to be adult enough to know that you're ready.
You're exactly right. Yeah.
I got married at 31.
And maybe I shouldn't put a time frame.
2 days later, turned 32.
No, it was perfectly fine with putting a time frame on it because the female knows in the first 10 minutes of dealing with you whether or not she's gonna give it up. So she already know at that point whether or not she's gonna put the time in and keep moving forward. It's just up to us to realize that this is what we really want.
You know, if you want to keep pursuing it or not. So it's like, yo, like. My thing is like you said, like if you've been dating or not, you said dating them for 2 months or you just knew them for 2 months or whatever.
You said
They're not dating yet. They just
I said we are dating.
We are dating.
like she's not your girl. I know that.
You know what I'm saying?
Like if you just dating, you're not gonna son, like don't stop, can't stop, won't stop.
Yo, my wife used to get mad at me because I swear to God, this has always been my quote. I'm leasing with the option to buy.
That's what they do too.
Because
Aren't we all?
that's what I'm saying. In all reality, that's what it is when it's all said and done. No matter what type of situation you jump in, it's damn. I'm test driving right now. Do I still want to continue? If I want to turn this into a real financing situation?
You practicing?
You know, he said, yo, act right, say, yo, what out your system? He said, fuck out of here. It's never out your system. Just if you can say no.
All I say that is
never keep all your eggs in one basket.
Nigga.
And that's for female.
That's
right. That's what I'm saying.
What
Like,
the fuck are you talking about? Like,
you don't keep all your eggs in one basket. When you keeping them, fucking. I don't like the idea of alimony. I don't like that.
No, as far as when you're dating.
You're talking about in the dating, because but there's so many who, if we really think outside the box, they're still dating after they get married.
Yeah.
But when you're married. So I mean, it's entitled to it. But when you're dating, you're just let it be known we're dating. You know what I mean, like listen. Once I leave here, I'm going somewhere.
Dudes catch feelings, females catch feelings too.
Ooh,
you know what I mean? It's real rap.
It happens.
100 hashtag factuals behind that.
Yeah, yo.
That's real life talk. But the thing is, I like dudes front.
And I ain't never been front type.
Me too. And my women always appreciate. I'll be like, yo, I don't front. I tell you what it is.
Like, yo,
like that day was
we got a problem.
Yeah.
You ain't fucking with nobody else. Like, nah, I'm not for that. That's not happening. You know what I mean?
Where we at?
We still got a little time.
All right, so
About,
what you want to say? You got something?
no, I was about to say about 47 minutes.
No, all right. So you got something you want to say on that topic?
Me, if y'all niggas spend a day at my job, y'all gonna tuck your dicks in for life. 'Cause I seen some disease processes that make you scared to book bitches. That shit is no joke when you in the hospital room by yourself, bony as hell, sores all over you, nobody wants to check you.
But that's why I'm scared of divorce.
She said, my husband tried to marry me at 18.
I'm selective as fuck.
But that's what I'm saying.
If I'm gonna fuck with you, I gotta be willing to get what you got to give me.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, the whole, I tell you, divorce scares me.
Yeah.
With so much going in the world right now, yo, who really wants to start over? Who really wants to go through that dating phase, getting to know you phase, making sure you ain't bringing nothing to me?
Right.
That's just real rap. That's how I look at it.
got the serious face.
Yo,
serious shit too.
nowadays,
The niggas who do that,
just as grimy. They think
The
just
niggas-
like we
Mhm.
think, yo. So
nah, they don't think like
to
we
your
think.
point-
They think like we think. So they're going after things. they
No,
think
you
that
know
we
the
don't
crazy
have.
part. You say that, but so many women do it better than men.
real.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. That's not the case.
Real.
But I'm just looking at the blanket statement you made. If we really think about it, so many women do it better than men.
No.
But they
That's
got.
been the case.
What did you just say?
He said
He
that
said
women
they-
think they do it better than men.
No, I didn't say no.
Nah,
I
he
did
said
not
they
say
think
that.
they think like us.
They think
That's
they
what
think
he
like
said.
us, right?
Yeah, I didn't say they think they do
think
it better than us. I said they think like we do.
They don't.
They don't. They don't think like we do. But I mean, if they
Shit,
cheat
goddamn
out there
they do.
cheating, it's easier for a female to cheat.
Man, they
Listen,
Hold up.
These
son,
young
hold up.
bitches do.
It's easier for a female to
young
cheat.
bitches move like niggas. I give you that, but they don't think like
Listen,
us.
hold up. It's easier for a female to cheat than a male to cheat because one, it's easier for a female to get a nigga to be like, yo, if you want to get this pussy, nigga, you got to shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? But a nigga can be like, yo, if you want to get this dick, bitch, you have to shut the fuck up. You can, but how often would that be the case as far as with a male than from a female to a male? How often? Nah, nigga, no, hell no. Don't even go there. There's no way in hell you're gonna tell me that you outnumber a female when it comes to a female telling a nigga like, listen, I'll fuck you, and you tonight, but all y'all gotta shut up and not say nothing to my man. And you be like, same thing to a girl, same you. They gonna be like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. I mean,
Oh, but the dick, the fuck,
so a female go for that shit to 10 niggas in the same room at the same time,
Yo.
they still get, I mean,
Honestly,
It depends on what you drive, nigga.
Listen,
yeah. Hashtag factual.
Yo, listen.
I'm just giving an example though.
yo, that's funny as shit.
Yeah, niggas should know better.
That's funny. No, that's funny as shit. And shout out to all the rich niggas in the world who think these bitches really love them.
Yes.
Shout out to all y'all
And I
niggas.
know a lot of chicks
All
that
y'all
think they
niggas.
know the game. So
Speaking of that shit, like I've actually heard niggas tell me this bitch really fuck with me. Cause she took off of work, drove 4 hours to come see you, and you threw this bitch a 5-piece on the way home. Not
Whoa.
Not 5,000. 500.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
The bitch don't make $500 a day.
Her job.
But she made 500 that day.
She ain't spent 500 in
And
gas.
she probably got paid time off.
And made $1 a mile.
And get mileage, right?
Shout out to all the rich niggas that think these bitches fuck with them like that.
Yeah, keep paying them too, yo.
Yeah, keep paying them. Keep paying them. Keep paying them.
Shoving out that right now.
Shout out to all my chicks finessing as I heard the youngster downstairs was saying.
Use the word you really want to use.
Nah, man, I mean, chicks out here doing them. I ain't mad. I just don't think they move how they seen niggas move. And there's a difference in, like, I guess, like, when you looking at it and you doing it, and when you really think it and you understand why it's happening. I don't think these bitches think like us. I think they moving like us.
That's
watch
what
what they
know.
see.
They
And
moving.
they like, it's like if you watch Floyd and you be like, all right, I need to do this, I need to do that. But you don't understand.
You don't understand
That's
why the
you're
game
doing
is moving
Yeah.
like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're just
And you
moving
like,
like
damn, why I'm still not as nice as him? Because you're not him. And you know what I'm saying? Same thing goes for all my feminine acting niggas. You're not them. So yeah, these chicks they moving like. Don't get it twisted, man. If you think you're cool, you can be cool. You can't be cool on the other side of the pillow. Young bloods, y'all need to get your feelings hurt.
So listen up, y'all. Hashtag factuals, know what I mean? We give you that blend of information and entertainment, give you that infotainment. Know what I mean? We out here drinking with finesse. Bloop. You know what it is. Get into that next topic.
Another topic?
Nah,
That's it.
That's it.
That was it?
Hashtag factuals.
Oh.
We out of here. God bless you. We love you. Go
Giggity.
see Black Panther again, just
Giggity.
so we can get up to that Avatar money. And that shit'll just be crazy.
I think they there.
I think
No, they beyond that. They beyond that.
So
the
shout out-
soundtrack is beyond that.
So go see it again, so we can set a record. that can.
I'm
That
gonna
nobody-
see it again on Cody.
Nobody.
I was just happy I got 3,600 points over Regal for going to see it for buying 3 tickets. I was hyped. I was like, yeah, popcorn and all that. Let's go next time I go. You know what I mean?
3600 points.
Time to
You get a
watch that
PlayStation
shit,
game?
yo.
You
They
get
had
free
the
popcorn,
4D
different
shit.
meals and all that. Word them
Fucking
up.
get the
Yeah.
row seats and shit.
On behalf
Still hustling,
of, on behalf of
You still
Vision,
hustling?
yo, on behalf of Vision.
Hold on, I gotta ask this
No,
question.
that don't
They say he buys popcorn in the movie, so this
Listen,
got
on
guap, son.
behalf
Yo.
of Vision,
Who doesn't?
Cheap ass.
Marcy,
Oh,
the homie G, me, Mississippi, Hefe, back to the Targaryen, spitting that fire. You know what I'm saying? The father of the $1 million man. You know what I'm saying? The nigga who slapped Ted DiBiase. You know what I'm saying?
Bomb, hold that.
Slapped Ted DiBiase and told Ric Flair get out the limo. You know what I'm saying?
Woo!
And of course, the man
So
does
mix.
it all. And
Choice today.
without him, this machine would have a hard time moving.
Pause.
You know what I'm saying? DJ Twin.
Pause.
We love y'all,
Yeah.
and we getting the fuck out of here.
Good night.
Good night.
Easy. Thanks for
Night,
tuning in,
easy.
though.
One.
One.